about 12 knots.
Yeah. Alright, we're live. Welcome back, viewers. We're here for the final of the 16-foot skiff Belmont Sprint Series. We've had a little bit of a few boats knocked out this morning. Morgo, how's this format worked out so far, and what are we left with?
Well, Josh, we've had the 42 entrants this morning, and it's come down to our final 8. So the cream's risen to the top, it seems, albeit we're having a couple of noticeable absentees that have figured recently in our Australian titles. So as you look at the lineup now, as I call them through, you have Fluid Building from the Manly Club, Fire Stopping, Brydens with Kurt Hansen steering, Fire Stopping Queensland, Insight Building Services, Typhoon with the Jay Harris leading the charge there with Brad Gollidge on the wheel, Ready Crete, skipped by Danny Anderson from Belmont, and Lee Sales, Sarah Lee from Manly. So, like I said, a couple of noticeable absentees, being one being the Australian champion that hasn't qualified for the final, TJS Services, and also Adam Gilson's boat, Rod Carter, on board the Southern Beaches, haven't made it, who finished 3rd recently. So we're about to line up, we're in sequence now, 2 minutes to go. We'll probably have the breeze has shifted left again. We've got 12 to 13 from the northeast. So I'll take it away, Josh. There's the 1 minute sequence now.
Yeah, so the breeze is sort of freshened throughout the day. We had, when we launched this morning, there's pretty much nothing. The boats were just drifting out. We got the first few races off in sort of 3 to 5 knots, maybe. But now in this race, we're probably looking at 12 to 13, like you said, and we've seen plenty of upsets. Saw the Schweppes boys, first year in the skiff, haven't done a whole lot of sailing with 16s, and they were knocking out a lot of the top boats that you'd expect to feature later on in the series. Unfortunately, they haven't made it through to the finals here, but we've got a pretty red-hot finals going on here. Not to be confused, there is 2 fire-stopping boats, so we'll try and differentiate those 2 for you.
That's right, fire-stopping Q here, having the leeward pin, Daniel Jack from Queensland, and Joe Turner above him from the Manly Club.
Not a great start for Fluid, having to bail out, jibe around there, but there's plenty of chess to be played on this race course here. We've seen fire stopping duck everybody's stern and then come back to be leading at the top mark, so it's not over yet.
No, you've seen a bit of pinch and grind here from Kurt Hansen on the Joe Turner. Joe Turner sharing the love on to Danny Anderson. Danny Anderson in turn sharing the love on Adam Kelty. So very tight there, but it's all about trying to squeeze your opposition out of the into the box spot. Insight being first to rock out of it.
And this is probably the most consistent breeze we've had all day out here now.
Yeah, which is great to see. We've got the majority of the sponsors stay up there from the Belmont Club having their annual event, and this is the premium viewing deck to watch sailing. One would have to hard to argue against that, and it's good to see.
Yeah. So it looks like Fire Stopping Queensland is squeezing out their fire stopping New South Wales and the Brydens there, so they're working really hard on that high group. Lee Sales is rolling into attack out there. Here we got Lee Sales, they've just sort of attacked just on the underside of that puff there, just working hard on their height just to grind up into it just so they can get to the fire stopping Queensland.
Sarah showing how it should be done as a skipper, hiking like no other. It's good to see. There might not much of her, but it all counts at the end of the day. So,
Exactly.
Insights and Fluid and Typhoon have opted to take the right hand side of the track at this stage. I'm not making a call at this early stage because I've been wrong a few too many occasions with the fluctuations in this breeze. But no, we're seeing.
Probably up
finally
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice line of breeze here. Sarah Lee's in, and you can see her mainsail starting to back wind, which is starting to hurt her because notably a light wind specialist.
Yeah, they're a pretty light crew, and I think this this uprange pressure is not really suiting it, but they don't look to be losing any ground on fire stopping Queensland either. So I guess we've got the big roll of the dice here with Fluid Building. They were one of the few boats they got sort of spat out and had to drive around and start on port. And they're looking really, really strong coming in on that ley line up there, and possibly could be in front of all these boats that got their way with the start. So interesting turn of events here.
Inside just crossing Fluid onto our right, but Daniel Jack in the box seat here, looking really good. From Queensland, showing the more fancy fire stopping and the clean pair of hurdles this early stage of the race.
Now we were saying before that fire stopping New South Wales had sailed probably the most consistently throughout this series, but if we pan around and look at where they are now, they're just behind us.
Pan left till
to the left. You see they're having a battle with Ready Creek and the Brydens. So not the race they're hoping for to start off this final series. A few of the skips I saw in there, they were just changing down to their little headsail. So this is the changeover for them. They've been on their big headsails so far all morning, but just put the little one on just to get them through the range a little bit better.
Yeah, they were all, a couple of them were doing it, but not with a lot of confidence. So more than hoping, I think some of them are more fancy with their second headsail in, so they were more wishful than. But no, I think it's proven to be right because there's a nice breeze at the moment, whistling through. Fluid to lead around the top mark here now. Matt Walk, Brent Dennis. That should be a pretty slick set based on their experience, and yes, it is. Beautiful effort.
Fell down on the lee sails there. These skiffs are heading towards probably in the puffs, the top end of their big rigs. So you're seeing the crews, you know, it's super puffy up here, and it's just hard to.
And that way, that's good as sun.
It's just hard for the crews to just sort of recalibrate for putting the bow down and then having the bow bury with all the pressure.
Ready Creek there, taking an early drive, being in the 8th place. Probably had no option other to try their luck and see if they can pick something out to the left there, but it seems like they have. It might be interesting on the prospect down the bottom.
Up in Queensland, first to drive out of this leading pack here.
Nice drive on the inside there, putting them in second position at this stage. Sarah Lee with a nice turn around there as well. Here comes the fire stopping, following suit. And Jay Harris, man of the moment, right on top of the fire truck. So,
not the race that the fire truck was hoping for to start off this final series.
Sees the Ready Creek coming out wide there on.
They just sort of cleared their nose and came down in plenty of pressure.
I was about to say port tack then, but get my bearings right. Starboard tack, they've come in from 8th spot and looks like they've run it into 4th position here on the cross, so a very big turnaround.
Yeah, that's good. The first round is Fluid Building, followed by Fire Stopping Queensland, Inside Building. And then it looks like the tussle will be on with Ready Creek, Lee Sales and Brydens. But Lee Sales coming in very slow, quite square, and the Brydens looks like they're going to call rights on them.
Fire stopping sneaking in there in 7th spot, leaving the mighty Typhoon into 8th. Two of the locals there, tacking straight away, heading straight to the shore. As we said, the most favoured side of the course historically. So a bit of experience shown there, but
You know, that wasn't the case when we got to the top mark last time, so...
No, it wasn't, so...
It's been a bit of a weird day compared to what you probably normally find up here at Belmont. Fire stopping, responding, attacking out to follow the Belmont boys. But at the moment, you know, the leaders of the fleet, fluid building and fire stopping Queensland, they're heading to the opposite shore. Fire stopping showing their pace here. Probably been one of the quickest boats out on the water today. So far in this race, that hasn't helped them at all.
No, well, inside just laying a nice cover on top of Ready Creek there and hoping for that left-hand lane that they've sailed to see how they go with the famous Crossford fluid further up the course. So it will be interesting, or very interesting.
This shoreline hasn't paid for Ready Creek with Typhoon, which was, that'll last around the bottom mark.
Yeah, big duck there.
Had to duck him, so I'd be a bit concerned if I was fire stopping. I think Typhoon would have snuck back in front of him.
Coming across on a nice line here, the Typhoon. Sarah Lee just mainsail whipping inside out again, but still holding on to 6th spot. Fluid and insight, interesting cross if you pan right till. This is the cross for the lead. Fluid still holding a small lead over the insight, with Fires Queensland coming out of the Belmont Yacht Club on the starboard lane. Nice lift there on the inside. Fire stopping Queensland well in this race. You'd have to call that an upset, Josh, if Fire stopping Queensland knocked over the sprint series. I would.
Yeah, no, definitely. It'll be good to see. I think they've been sailing, putting plenty of time in up in Queensland. It'll be good to see that pay off for them.
Bryden's just crossing the Ready Creek there, inside looking to go a little further to make sure of that lay and sailing to some darker breeze that he's seen on the water. Just rolling it around now, tacking, so. As we come up to the top mark, the second time, Fire stopping Queensland. Here's your leader. Insight right on his hammer. And, oh, hang on a second. Fluid across the pair of them. Beautiful. Nice tight racing for the final. What we want to see.
Yeah. Nice ley line call by Fluid. I would have almost thought they were under it, but no, bang on. As their coach would say.
Yeah. So now it's a spinnaker run to the finish here, so you can get there tied up the quickest and swing the hardest, because it's going to be a...
It looks like Fire stopping Queensland's opting not to set the chute and just two-sail it to the finish.
Yes. Seems like a very good option at this stage, looking over our right hand.
I mean, given the angle, that's the call, and it looks like Fluid's going to give him the win here. By just... it's going to be very close. Maybe Fluid can just hold on.
Well, he deserves it, Josh. That,
yeah.
You know, he's
well.
manned up and set the spinnaker, or the other two have Nancy'd it. So
very nicely done by the Fluid.
And inside, oh, very tight, close finish there. I think
the inside might have actually got them there. That was too close for me to call.
Ooh, I don't know. I'd have to wait for the official.
And Fire stopping. Coming over the line. 4th place. That is it's a good comeback from where they were at the bottom mark.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. They were 7th out of an 8-horse field, so Ready Creek, Blue Sails and Typhoon wrapping it up. So first to last there, there'd be no more than 30 seconds in it. So nice tight racing. So down they go again for...
I mean, that's what you'd expect from this fleet. They've had some pretty brutal races so far, and some of the races in almost no wind. And they've just come through these ones. So this is really the cream that's risen to the top, as you said. And it's been some impressive sailing to see.
A couple of them here sucking in a big suck on the water bottle. It's it's pretty hot out here. There's been some moisture loss.
Yeah, that's for sure. Especially here on the media boat, we've definitely lost plenty of moisture.
Yeah, scorcher, absolute scorcher on the bay. So bear with us, gents, ladies and gentlemen. We're another couple of minutes before they'll go into sequence. We've just got to wait for them to sail back down to the starter's boat.
And hopefully everybody at the Manly 16-foot Skiff Club is watching. Hopefully Craig Nichols did exactly what he said he was going to do and put us on the big screens down there. But it's a bit hard for us to know if he's actually come through on his word.
Guys just dropping their spinnakers now in readiness for the second starting signal, which I'm pretty sure they'll at 5 minutes past 4 in the evening. I don't think they'll be too far away from getting the second one away.
No, definitely not.
It's been a long day for all competitors.
Messy drop on the lee sails here. They've actually got their spinnaker up a little bit under the boat. Chris is going to go for the reset option. Well, it's a long way back. Hopefully that's not around the centerboard.
Stay clear here, guys.
A few words of encouragement from Chris to his crew there. Oh no. Hopefully they can get this sorted before the next race.
This is Belmont's famous for its prawns too, and you know, not getting any cheaper seafood nowadays. Seems like the Sarah Lee have just had a dismount here. This is very ugly. We're just trying to tidy up a bit of a chute malfunction, it seems. Having a real drama. This isn't going to present well for them if they get underway.
They did have a small tear in their spinnaker early on in the day. Hopefully they've either patched that or changed it over. But hopefully that hasn't damaged it anymore if they've just done a repair on it.
As they climb on board, all good to go, eh? No worries. So the sequence just went up, 3 minute sound signal, 3, 2, 1, go, in the short course format. Everything's been compressed, so.
Just trying to bang these races away, get everybody in the back into the bar, out of the sun. This has probably been one of the most brutal days to be out on the water. And we're not even sailing, we're just sitting here talking.
Yeah. Absolute killer.
We've just been armchair experts today, haven't we?
We're not very good at times, I must add.
Commentator's curse, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm learning all about that in my debut in the chair. So, Fluid obviously very happy with that first result, you know.
You can't ask much better than that.
Just,
looks like they almost threw it away at that top marker last time when they set the chute, but it just goes a little bit lighter towards the
which
the Belmont 16-foot skiff club, where the finish line is
absolutely,
just
Josh.
off, so
Saved their bacon there towards the end, and just allowed them to get up and over the finish boat. But
I mean, given the way these puffs have been going, it could have gone either way.
yeah.
Hello, everybody.
We're on.
Don't worry, we're still going to bring you skiff sailing.
Starting to blow. Starting to blow. If only we started the sprints at 2 o'clock, Josh, we could have had a decent breeze. 20 knotter by 7 o'clock. But like I said, it's 1 minute sound signal here. Josh is about reversing us back up into position, so we can give you a live.
Looks like we've had a bit of a flip-flop here with fire stopping New South Wales wanting to start to lure to fire stopping Queensland. Or maybe Joe Turner got a few tips off the young guys
Yeah.
how to start.
No, without a doubt, Daniel Jack from Fire Stopping Queensland won that last start. It was
Yeah, it was an impressive display.
It was right on the button. Insight looking to hold the windward end of the line here. Fluid tacking underneath him. Must be very close to a start here, guys. They're starting to gear on for it. Racing.
Just go past our photography boat, kids. Bringing you all the action for the stills, but
Brad Gollies here on the Typhoon. Starting leeward pin and
very happy with that.
first and fastest to the shore.
We just look a little bit further over to the right. Lee sails slowing down fire stopping. Fire stopping wants to just put the hammer down and get towards the Typhoon, but at the moment
Allowing Typhoon that clean lane to the lee.
Typhoon's going to hold the advantage in this first tack. Right, it's sailing over the top of the fire stopping.
Brad opting to go right to the shore, hoping to pick up one of those northerly slants Belmont Bay's famous for. A couple of crab pots there, I'm sure he'll like the miss. Oh, here's an incident here, port and starboard. Port and starboard, oh, there we go, that's ugly for the Typhoon. That's called port and starboard, Brad. That's how it is, guys, you need to know. Oh, we just dropped the main sheet on the lee sails and man overboard there, so it's all happening here. Some tired sailors.
I think the guys on Typhoon will be looking at that, thinking that's a little bit of karma.
Kurt Hansen here, just trying to creep into this bit of a northerly gust, just on their side there now. See the boat accelerate.
Super puffy breeze this upwind. The boats that transition the best through it are going to come out in front.
Fluid building. Clint Bowen having a nice lane there through himself. If he's not first, he's in the top couple, and that sits him very well for the overalls. So yeah, Fire Stopping Queensland again leading the fleet out to the yacht club, the eastern side of Belmont Bay.
Yeah, I think the race is on with the fluid and Fire Stopping Queensland here for the ready crates. We're going to feature in that as well. Fire Stopping Queensland, though.
Very
quick.
Oh, without doubt. Ready Crete though starting to come into play with Sausage Fingers Davis on board. He's He's one big kahuna, but he swings them down and gets them going when he gets the right breeze. As we scoot up here to the top mark, Josh positioning us nicely for the rounding. Tilly doing a good job to remain stable in these conditions. Well, fluid building.
Leading around the top mark. There's
Nice.
I stopped in Queensland just on a really awkward shift. I think went out for a big bow down, but fluid building easy around the top mark. First place. Big close one with Bryden's and fire stop in Queensland here. And fire stop in New South Wales sneaking in right behind fire stop in Queensland.
So Clint, fluid building away and gone, soaking low on beautiful set from the boys.
Joe Turner just sailing a little bit hot to go over fire stop in Queensland and set the shoot.
Ready Creek rounding next with lee sails inside and typhoons yet to come. Clint fluid building gaining nice separation there, being able to set their spinnaker and soak low without the congestion of the other competitors.
They've just sailed, I think they rounded in probably a slightly bigger puff and they've just sailed at lower angle pretty much the whole downwind.
Just driving now fluid, head to the bottom mark. They must have put 150 metres of separation.
Yeah, that's impressive to see.
Bit of synchronised driving from Team Fire stopping there.
Bit of a one-way track for this run. Pretty much everybody's gone the same way.
Yeah, it's cool. Which is surprising really, with Ready Creek going out wide like the previous race and getting 8th in the 4th. But it's the way the breeze panned it out this time in. Fire stop in Queensland, probably the best of the unknowns to make the final, one would say, but doing it, making a real fist of it, sitting in 4th spot there. Going well, guys, well done.
I think they're planning a big upset with their big brothers.
Yeah, well, coming in the last race, I think it might be tied on points there. So
first around we got fluid building, Bryden's, fire stop in New South Wales, fire stop in Queensland, Ready Creek,
insights.
Then we got the Insight coming in hot. And Lee Sales sailing just a little bit, probably a little bit too square there.
Yeah, haven't quite got that ley line right from Sarah, but.
And then followed by Typhoon.
They've lost a bit of composure on the lee sails in the last half an hour.
Yeah, I think the fatigue's probably starting to set in a little bit for the crew members.
Fluid leading the charge, holding 15 to 20 second lead, I suppose, over Bryden's.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant lead for the amount of sailing they've done. Fire stop in New South Wales just decided to tack out, looking for any advantage they can get to come back to the guys in front. But at the moment, I think it's going to be fluid all the way.
Bit of a storm brewing over the northern sky there. It's Probably starting to push some of the northeast breeze through. Fluid look like they've sailed past the lift there for the moment. I think Bryden's attacked earlier and just closing the gap on them a little, but still a handy lead all the same.
Yeah, Bryden's looking super quick at the moment.
I don't think he'll compete like the light stuff early on, and he's always enjoyed a breeze.
Yeah, well, that's showing now. And in the latter stages of the races before, they were pretty dominant to fuel the races. Kurt Hansen obviously lending a few tactical tips there.
By stopping themselves, just getting a lane back this way to come across in front of us.
Bit of a runaway fleet at the moment with these Manly boats taking charge in this race.
Yeah, my tip, the inside not looking like figuring at this stage, but dive is your tip, I must say, Josh.
Yeah, I know.
This goes to show.
Commentator's curse strikes again.
Fluid here with a short spinnaker now. If they go for it, opt for it, they may not. If they have a comfortable lead, they may just two sail to the finish, having a nice relaxing.
Oh, look, they've got enough of a buffer where they can just two sail to the finish and not put themselves under any stress or risk. Just good to see.
Braking damage, yeah.
Just as I say that, they set the spinnaker. Bryden's second around. And just looking to do the two-sail reach tactic as well. Go for the set when it gets a little bit lighter. There they go. Next round, fire stopping New South Wales. Followed closely by fire stopping Queensland and Ready Crete.
Stopping Queensland, holding them up nicely there, just trying to get their little spot. Ready Crete staying high here. Just watch yourself there, Josh.
Yeah.
They don't want to get skewered.
Oh, big puff on the fire stopping Queensland there as they set the spinnaker.
As we follow Ready Crete down here now. First three, Fluid, beating Bryden's, beating Fire Stopping Queensland, should edge out Ready Crete here for
it's going to be
fourth.
close.
Will be.
I think we might have Ready Crete taking it.
You don't know there. Another tight one.
Yeah, I think maybe Fire Stopping Queensland got that one. But at the moment, Fluid building 2 wins, 2 races.
One would say you keep your nose clean and you don't need to win nothing else now.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, with 2 wins now, that puts him on 0 points.
That's
I think his closest rival, without knowing the exact numbers, would have to be close to 10 points.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm unsure of the points at the moment, but if we see another race like that from Fluid, I think they can easily go in and not have to buy a jug for themselves.
Look at your legs, look at my legs, look at Tilly, look at your neck.
We're all pretty ready.
It's hot out here on the boat today, I'll tell you. We're as red as the rubber ducky. Sorry, mate. So Lee Sales bringing up 8th place in that last race. Typhoon 7th, Insight 6th. So
you know, that first port and stub with Lee Sales, like while they were, you know, had right away and all that, they sailed through. It kind of seemed to fluster them a little bit, and the race sort of fell apart from there. They tacked, they dropped the main,
yep,
and just had a bit of a rough race after that. You know, sometimes you're better off just sort of letting things go and just sailing your own race.
That's right. Doing those little things just keeps composure and no panic.
Yeah.
As soon as any sort of panic steps in, then you're not making the right judgment call.
Yeah, exactly.
So Manly looking to take out this sprint title. Belmont's 2 representatives. You know, best chance podium if one of them snares a win in this race. But at this stage, looking like a Manly victory.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
Clint, of course, being a previous winner of the Sprint Series, I couldn't tell you the exact years of his success, but I'm sure he's racked up 2 previously, I'm pretty sure, maybe 3. Jose just giving us a thumbs up there. Happy crew there on that boat, gentlemen.
Hopefully this storm could come over soon and just give us a little bit of a break from the sun today. We said it a few times already, but it has been seriously brutal on the water.
And that's without doing anything, Josh.
Yeah.
They'll sleep well tonight, Auckland. These finalists having to do the whole 9 races to finish their day. There's the sound signal, guys, for the race 3 and the final race of the 2017 Australian 4X Summer Sprint Series. You can see there now that storm glooming over Newcastle, just to the north of Lake Quarry.
So what do you reckon for this race? Are we going to see anything fancy from Fluid, or are they just going to try and keep their nose clean like they have in the last 2 races and
I think you'll
use
see
their boat speed?
I think you'll see a little bit less aggression from the Fluid team. I think that, like you just stated, it'll be about making eyes out of the boat and making sure that they're clear and no contact with other competitors.
Yeah.
And an 8th will give them the result. So I would dare say.
Yeah. Hopefully we can see the same from other boats such as you know, Lee Sales and Typhoon. They've had that race was probably a bit rough for them. Luckily we were right there to catch the action, or unlucky, depending on the side you're on. But I dare say the breeze is picked up a little bit here, at least in this puff.
It has, yes. With this storm kicking through, we're starting to see a few white horses on the water. Finally. So with 2 minutes to go, we're going to have a different view from the windward side at this time. Really starting to freshen here, Josh.
Yeah, this is a big puff. I mean, the last race we saw a couple of big puffs, but for the most part it was a lot softer. I'd say at the moment this puff is probably the biggest one we've seen all day.
Yeah, without doubt, without doubt. So. You just might have heard that sound signal. 1 minute to go. So can the fire stop in Queensland knock over their more fancy Sydney rivals? That'll be one for the ages if it happens.
Yeah. Look, I think in any case, Jimmy would be, be pleased with the boys. They've been sailing very, very well today. They've had some of the best starts in this final series out of anybody.
Without doubt, one of the best performed skiffs ever been put on the water and most beautifully presented was the original fire stop. And still, some 15, not quite 15 years later, but you'd be talking 12 years.
Yeah,
12 years of age or something like that.
12, 13 years.
Yeah, the boat is just, still sitting in the final winning races. So.
There you go, the Ready Creek fire stopping starting to windward.
Ready Creek getting a good start there on the windward end of the line. Lee Sails opting out with Typhoon to go early. They're looking very, very, very tired, the crews of Typhoon and Lee Sails. They've, as Austin Powers would say, lost their mojo.
The Ready Creek fire stopping Queensland tacking out. Not a great spot for fire stopping Queensland right there. We'll try and duck behind the fleet a little bit here.
Got the squeeze on. They've all opted to go straight. Fluid following Bryden's in here for a very good position in this race. Inside, Adam Kelty, Phil Marshall, Pete Gardner.
We've got fire stopping Queensland coming back in the inside building.
Yeah. Interesting cross here. Inside having the duck, giving way to starboard handboat. Bryden's and Fluid over here on the northerly shore, like I spoke about earlier, looking in the leading two. As a result of that storm, it's coming right out of the north now, the breeze. I'm at a loss as to why some of them have played right. But it's been a tricky day, so who am I to say?
That's right, we're being armchair tacticians today.
It's much easier. So Fluid again, looking like either your leader or certainly in the top three.
Yeah, very comfortable there.
Right in his wind range, it seems, these conditions.
Fire stop in New South Wales here. Got a crew member in, quite light, just trying to sail through this pressure line here.
Bryden Zoe holding a lead over the Fluid there, getting a bit of a northerly slant.
Yeah, they're just sort of ground up on the inside of them a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Fluid might have gone light for a few seconds while Bryden was in a bit more pressure.
Kurt showing a bit of resolve there to climb up over the top here, showing there's not a lot in the boats, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone can win one. You just get that right lane out.
I think for the boys on Fluid, they're more than happy just to sail a nice clean race, stay out of trouble, and cross the finish line where they are. They don't need to do anything special.
No, that's right. And the 2.5 large is theirs. Not to be sneezed at, that sort of purse, is it?
No, definitely not.
Manly's starting to look to have the edge on the Belmont guys at the moment for speed. They just seem to be able to get out of the tricky situations a little bit easier. Bryden's rounding first, closely followed by Fluid.
The racing this year at Manly's been so competitive. You know, have close to 30 boats racing every single week. Your boat on boat tactics are going to improve massively with a fleet of that size.
And quality, and that's the thing you need to add. You've got, whilst Belmont's still running numbers of 25, I think we're running around currently.
Yep.
Our quality, you know, may slightly weaker than Manly's, I would say, in the top, sort of our top 10.
Yeah.
In saying that, we have the Australian champion. All you Manly fans there down at the Craig Nichols bar.
So there's our two pigs in sight and the fire stopping.
Yeah.
Little did we know. And I mean, with this breeze shift, they're almost pretty much one jibing into this bottom mark. They're almost pointing at it.
That's right.
That's a bit of a drag race, and Bryden's looks more than comfortable where they are. Fluid as well and fire stopping. Just using a bit of boat speed here to get through it.
And there it is, Josh, the shade, finally. Yeah. After 6 hours on the water. Fluid just driving inside Bryden's there, coming to the bottom mark. Pretty sure he'll get
Yeah, the Fluid, they jibed a little bit early, and it looks like they're going to have to put roll into another one. Just south square. It's not the sort of strategy that I expected them to be using. I thought they'd make sure they had plenty when they went in there and not sort of be past square into the bottom mark.
Here's an interesting inside Ready Creek, the two Belmont guys talking to one another on the water here. Ready Creek driving on top, gaining the advantage, coming into the bottom. And that's the hustle for fourth. Ready Creek and Insight going for their spinnaker drops there.
I think what we'll do is try and follow these leading two boats around.
Yeah, Clint gaining nice height on the Brydens there, just climbing out. Certainly in his zone at the moment.
On the inside, just freshening here. I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to. They won't be able to hold the chute to this finish. That'll be a 2-sail reach. Plenty of puff. Full weight back.
Bryden's hanging onto a narrow lead there. Fluid not letting up now.
Still plenty more yachting to go, and anything can go wrong. But I think they've got this pretty well wrapped up. It's just gone a little bit lighter here. We have been saying the breeze has been building, but it's still just as patchy as it's been all day, at least in this race.
Yeah, there's still the odd one that'll hurt you. You've got to keep an eye on.
We're a long way off. We're not a long way off Belmont 16-foot stiff club.
Fluid sailing through a light patch there, as was Bryden's. Clint is throwing it about there. Going for a lane in. Bryden's keeping him tucked away. Big separation, these two leaders.
Yeah.
The fleet's getting tired, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think everybody's getting a little bit thirsty, waiting for that icy cold beer as they get back to Belmont 16s. It's been a long day out on the water.
Fire stopping just going about there. Fluid following suit. Ride's following suit. Great position here, Josh, for the top mark rounding. For the last time.
It's going to be a close one between fluid and fire stopping here, but I think fire stopping might. Oh no, they're going to duck fluid. Just tack around behind them. A little bit shaky on the fluid there as they go into windward, setting the spinnaker.
Nice set though, clean set on the wire.
Big bear away for the fire stopping there as we get the glare back.
So with 100 metres to go, fluid building with a win, and a second.
Pretty dominant display, I'd say.
Oh, the consistency that everyone was after. After he's managed to pull off. So put your hands together for Clint Bowen, Matt Walk and Brent Dennis. Congratulations, 2017 champions.
Congratulations boys, it was very well sailed.
Very professional. Matty showing his enjoyment there. At times had a difficult season as well, the boys.
Clint Bowen smiling. Very pleased with the result. It's good to see nobody fell off this week.
No, we're good today.
Congratulations, guys.
Well done, guys.
Very well sailed.
Thanks, Captain.
Done very well. You really slotted that second head sling, made a difference.
Yeah.
Hey, is there a different boat?
Yeah, completely different.
I don't think you should worry about that other one over again.
Just in 5 nights, getting a little extra with it.
Yeah, well sailed, guys.
Nana Sue's up there too.
Oh, she'd be
Shout out, Nana Sue. First sailing trophy I've ever won, Morg.
Is it? Well done, Morgie.
Well done, guys. And just finishing off the race here.
Inside. Matty Walker saying that's the first trophy he's ever won in the skids. Well, that's surprising, given the level of talent the man certainly has.
Yeah, exactly.
But just goes to show the competition and the strength of the competition.
Well, I mean, it shows the quality of the fleet in 16s, and you know, if somebody like Matty Walker, that is the first time he's won a trophy, that says something.
Insight from Belmont just crossing the line there. Philby. Bit of a salute. Sarah Lee getting into knocking out the Redder Creek, fell out of it there towards the end of that one.
Typhoon with their favoured skipper on.
Most preferred, yeah.
Yeah.
Brad Gollage. He's had a good day, first day in the boat. Made the final.
Yeah, no, it was really well sailed. They did have that one swim in the second race, but they seemed to shake it off, as Taylor Swift would say, and they came through and even knocked over Sarah Lee, who was part of that incident that caused the
they've-
capsize.
They've been stuck together like glue during this three final series. You sort of get your match up in a race from time to time, and
Yeah, exactly.
it's funny how it works. But
And who couldn't forget, just coming to the top mark now, it's the fire stop in Queensland. You know, they're firing all cylinders today. The last race has been really uncharacteristic for those guys.
absolutely, every chance of winning the first race, fourth in the second. So I think they were.
There was a point there where I thought I picked the wrong fire stopping to take out the series. So it was really well set from those guys.
They've obviously had some incident where they've missed Josh, but good to see them just kicking through and finishing.
Yeah, exactly. They go big bear away, just at the top mark. Set the spinnaker for the final run through to the finish. You hear a little rumble from that storm just over Newcastle. Just starting to kill this breeze here.
Also, a bit of crowd support there. Some of the skiffies that had an early finish are starting to get well lubricated.
There we go, fire stop in Queensland. Over the finish line. Well done, boys.
Good effort, guys. Good effort for representing Queensland. Well, Queensland, of course, winning it last year with RW Retail.
Yeah.
Not here today for some unknown reason. I'm unsure what that is, but
So I think we have to wrap that up. I think so. Big thank you to Belmont 16-foot Skiff Sailing Club for having us. Mainly 16s, you know, bringing the live stream kit and the live stream unit up. Thanks, Aaron Morgan, for coming on. It's been a big help. I've sort of filled my knowledge gap with all the Belmont boats up here.
well, thank you, Josh. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Tilly. It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, thanks to Tilly, who's been our gimbal camera operator all day, and looks like she's trying to imitate a tomato at the moment. I think we all are. We're pretty red. It's been a hot day out on the water. I think it's going to be a big shout out to a big can of deodorant on the way home, just so I don't stink. All right, everybody. We'll see you back at Manly next week for the fourth race of the club championships. We'll be back live streaming, and we look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye for
guys.
now.